this as well.
There we go, right?
Yo, this one's going right away.
The cob, what a cool fish. I mean, the cob is, I mean, to me, there's a lot of similarities, in my opinion, to it in a redfish and how it's kind of lays out and kind of how it looks, really kind of probably even how it feels. And unfortunately, some of the challenge that they're dealing with is over here are some of the things that redfish dealt with on the coasts of Louisiana and Texas and Florida and all those places before organizations like the CCA got involved. And that's the loss of habitat, over commercialization of the fish, you know, which is harvesting too many of them, not protecting the assets enough. And you really get a sense from Carl and Keith on what they would love to see happen with the cob. But you talk about a fighting fish that was really impressive. When I caught that big one, you could just see their eyes light up like it's the first time they'd been fishing. That's awesome.
That is beautiful. Okay, Wade, so this is by far my favorite fish in the whole world. This is called a cob. Afrikaners call it a kabeljauw, and it's basically a salmon species.
Okay.
So it is, unfortunately, because of commercial fishing, it's quite severely endangered now. So there's a big conservation effort on these specific fish going on currently. So
there's groups that are trying to bring them back. See, our redfish were almost fished to extinction. And the Coastal Conservation Association, which this fish kind of reminds me of a red, they built it back, and it was commercial fishing and put protections in place.
Absolutely. So
that's a pretty special. I mean, I can tell the difference of how you guys reacted.
100%. It's such a special fish, and I'm going to hand him to you.
It's fine.
But they only reach sexual maturity when they're 10 kgs. Okay. These guys. So he will be relatively resident to this river, but they come up here to spawn. And that's a beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. I mean, he's probably a good 3 kilo, 2.5, 3 kilo fish, and
it's heavy.
He is just in perfect condition. Obviously, plenty food in the river. My absolute favorite fish to catch, without a doubt whatsoever. So you can catch him in the estuaries and offshore. More offshore, but the estuary guys, I mean, we're targeting these smaller fish, which are just absolutely great fun. And especially on the artificial, there Carl's on again, the artificials, they jump onto an artificial. They're almost like a bass. They sort of ambush predators and very aggressive. So we catch a lot of these tiny little guys like Carl's just caught, but we've caught them up to 12 kgs, up to 25 pounds in this estuary. So I mean, you just never know what you're going to get, and we've caught quite a number of fish now, sort of in the sort of vicinity of about 1 meter. And I'll tell you one thing, that's the dream fish in this estuary for me.